so sexy.
He's right. That was a little funky.
All my life, I've been good, do what my mom and dad and God say I should. Go to church and Bible school to live by God's rule. So whatever people tell me that the Bible tells me, I will do. Walk the halls of high school with my purity ring. Unlike those other girls, I got my morals in check. It was easy to do till I got a boyfriend, and pardon my French, but he's cute as heck. But I made a pact to keep my hymen intact, and Jesus and I are tight. Never learned about the birds and bees. I was taught to keep an aspirin in between my knees, cause the Bible says premarital sex is wrong. But Jason says that guys can't wait that long. I don't wanna lose him to someone who'll do him. I need to figure something out. Well, there's a loophole in the scripture that works really well, so I can get him off without going to hell. It's my Hail Mary full of grace. In Jesus' name we go to fifth base. Oh, thank you for making me holy, and thank you for giving me holes to choose from. And since I'm not a godless whore, he'll have to come in the back door. Therefore, fuck me in the ass, cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way. Give me that sweet sensation of a throbbing rationalization. It's just between you and me, cause everyone knows it's the sex that God can't see. It's hard to be as pure as me, to resist the urge to lose my vaginal virginity, to wait until my marriage bed to give my husband my unsullied maidenhead. So take your cock out, shove it in my ass, fuck me until you come. Oops, I mean let's join our souls and unite our bodies and fly with the wings of God. Whatever you do, don't touch my clitoris. If you ring Satan's doorbell, God can't ignore this. And no prophylactics when you put it in, cause birth control's for sluts and it's a sin. I've emptied my bowels and laid out the towels. I'm ready for romance. Now I'm praying to the power that's the highest. But of all of my holes, this one's the driest. And we can't procreate if we anally copulate. And God's okay with sodomy, but only if you're straight. And I'm staying pure no matter what. So I'm okay with everything but, everything but, everything but. Whoa. Well, fuck me in the ass, cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way. Give me that sweet sensation of a rock-hard rationalization. It's just between you and me. Cause everyone knows it's the sex that God can't see. I do whatever the Bible tells me to, except for the parts that I choose to ignore cause they're unrealistic and inconvenient, but the rest I live by for sure. So let's not talk about how the good book bans shellfish, polyester, and divorce, and how it condones slavery and killing gays, cause those parts don't count, of course. Let's cherry pick the part about losing my cherry and mine it for ambiguities and omissions to circumvent any real sacrifice, but still feel biased in my arbitrary parroted positions. And don't you dare question my convictions, and don't look closely at the contradictions. Just focus on a sacrificial crucifixion, and have faith in its complete jurisdiction. Is the only way to measure if you're good or not, and in a debate just say to have faith, cause when up against logic it's the only card you've got. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and fuck me in the ass cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way. Give me that sweet sensation of an irrational rationalization. It's just between you and me, cause everyone knows it's the sex that God can't see. Yeah, my chastity
Here we go,
belt
guys.
has locks,
Wait for it.
but sometimes you need to think outside the box.
I'm gonna turn you guys on, so stay quiet for a second. There we go. Okay, here it is. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Another wonderful episode of the Mindless Banters. And, yeah, let me see.
And we totally did not just get done preparing for the show.
Yeah, no, not the least little bit. We did not just take...
We were not last second, I swear.
We were professional.
Really hard, yeah.
Absolutely. Everything was done 4 hours in advance. I was not scrambling at the last second to bring you the beauty of 3 faces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for once.
So, in case you can't read, if you're Killer, okay, to my right, your left is RS-232 Killer. And then to my left, your right, in case you're still confused, is Maxims. So yes,
That's
we
me.
have the 3 of us today.
Yeah. 3 sexy bitches. One of these things is not like the other.
Absolutely. Let's get the albino guy out of here before he ends up breaking the cameras.
Just push him away that way.
Hi, Matt.
Push him
How
out
are
of
you,
here.
love? What's going on, Papa? Alright, today's, I don't know what's going on with today's episode. I haven't even looked at the Google Docs, really, so, to be honest.
So professional. Really?
Okay, let me start off by explaining this, I guess, alright? First off, fix the pop screen. I don't know why the pop screen's off. There we go. No, pop screen. Obey. Anyways, so my car's got problems. It needs to be relicensed, registered, all that fun jazz, but I gotta get shit done to it first. I haven't had the time to do that, so I had to go pick up another car that I can use through the week while my car sits. And I may or may not have actually stepped down, sat at this computer at exactly 12:50, changed the entire layout of this OBS, pulled up the Google Doc, pulled up the first thing, reset the music, reset all the audio stuff, and still got it to go live right at 1 o'clock
So it
Central
might have been a
Standard
lot
Time.
It might have been a lot of Panther screaming, this fucking thing isn't working.
No, it was a whole lot of me, fuck, I gotta get this going, I gotta get this, fuck.
Exactly.
That's exactly what that was. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
So yes, we've made it, we're good, we're set, we're ready to go. I need to
Hi,
make...
everybody.
This is when Panther discovers that I only put links to Pornhub in the documents.
No, I know better than that. I have the first one up and ready to go. We are set. So,
He hasn't found the chicks with dicks yet. Don't worry.
Futanara is gonna
what do
be
you
in
mean
there
haven't
somewhere.
found them? You're here.
Oh. Well, then.
Okay.
Hello.
Maxim's like, oh no, he's on to me.
He's discovered my secret.
What's up, Zane? Sean,
So-
Mama says hi, according to Zane.
Oh, hi, Mama.
I'm gonna guess that's Zane's mama. I have no idea what's going on. Or it's Mama 4. I don't know who it is.
All the mamas, hi.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi,
All
mamas.
the mamas everywhere. Anyways,
Every mama deserves some love.
So,
All the
story
pretty
the
mamas?
first.
All the pretty mamas. Fucking ads, go away. Alright, so yes, first up, we're gonna talk about, what are we gonna talk about? We don't know what's going on. Dark Souls!
Oh god,
Yeah.
this guy who infuriates me with the fiery passion of 1,000 suns, because I can barely get past like the first part of this game.
Yeah, but
This-
there was a few caveats in this story. Right? So the story is a player beat Dark Souls without being hit.
Once.
But I read the article and I'm not 100% sure, but it makes it sound like if he did get hit, he reverted back, or if something happened, he would revert back. I don't.
No, you didn't watch the thing?
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't watch no. I read, man. Books, dude. Books.
he did reload a little bit, but it's not like he did dramatic, rollbacks. He never modified any saves or anything like that. It's only where you can save it. If you know that game, you can only save in very specific areas.
Yeah.
And
So
he
is it one of
still
those things
did,
where-
his entire gameplay was still only 4.5 hours without getting hit.
Okay, so
So-
he didn't like get hit and then just roll it back. Then that didn't happen.
No.
Okay, that was my. That's an insane accomplishment. I mean,
Because there was things where if you're not careful, you can the bosses won't load properly, enemies will die, and they have things you need. So he reloaded that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. But that's fine then.
Yeah.
But he could
And
take like
it's
fall
still-
damage and stuff. He just could not get hit.
And he's not even when we say not get hit at all, he's not allowed to block. That actually contravenes hitting. So you can't even. It's not even not taking damage. He doesn't even use the shield to get hit.
So yeah, that's what I was just reading. It looks like pretty much what he did is he got rid of armor entirely and went for a bunch of range attacks or range weapons.
He did a magic run.
Yeah, and then the only thing they allowed was environmental damage. So if falling rock were to fall down and hit him, then he was okay with that, so long as it wasn't a part of the attack of an enemy of any kind.
Right. Because there's plants you can encounter that poison you and stuff like that just by
Right,
being them.
right.
Yeah, I mean, a game where a lot of people can't make it through it.
Oh
period.
no. This was
Oh,
all
I
a bit
can't.
easy, of course,
I
so the
rage
run
quit.
was no magic allowed.
Oh, okay.
So, no magic, it's just regular attacks. Holy fuckballs. Okay, the respect level has gone up a little higher.
These people, have you seen some of the other things like what people have done to beat Dark Souls, and they make it so challenging for themselves, and it
Well,
frustrates.
didn't somebody like beat it without leveling up or something like that too?
Well, no, there's a lot of people who do. They call them soul level 1 runs, where they never actually use any of their souls to level up. They only use them for purchasing things like that. But not only that, I've seen somebody beat it using a driving wheel and pedals, and I've seen
Oh.
somebody beat it using a Guitar Hero controller.
Guitar Hero controller.
Yeah.
That would have to be insane.
Yeah. That's
It's harder than through the fire and the flames. Okay, just trust me.
Yeah, indeed.
I think
So-
if you just like started playing Stairway to Heaven during any fight, you'd have to win. It's just a requirement.
All of a sudden, you do just pull out a guitar and the power of rock wins.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds like some Jack Black shit right there.
Just,
Oh,
wow.
it does.
So yeah, no, okay, so the fact that he didn't have magic, that makes it a little more difficult for him. No armor, no shield
Well,
or
if you're not
anything
gonna
like
get hit,
that.
you need armor, right? I mean, kind of.
Well, there's no point to the armor because if you get hit, it doesn't count. The poison effects negate armor, and
Right.
fall effects. It's not going to make that much of a difference.
Hi
I think
Zombie,
that's-
how are you, love? Welcome. Oh, Sean, you're supposed to wave to Zane's mama. It was just a very awkward, like.
That was my queen's wave.
No, the Queen's Wave is just the.
Or she? I don't.
You gotta bring it in close. And,
She just rotates the hand a little bit.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Pip pip and all.
Act like your hands outside of the car, right? Your hands outside of the car, and you're running with the wind. You're running with the wind.
Like that? Is that what she does?
The noises and everything, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the queen has now changed her wave. Yeah.
Right. So Dark Souls. Yeah. I actually have to
Yeah,
admit, I haven't even played Dark Souls. Like, it doesn't interest me.
Yeah, no, I've never been interested in it either.
I love the game. I think I played Demon Souls back in the day. It's just one of those games that I can only play in very short bursts. Because it gets me to a point where it's like, it gets me, it's a rage game, but it's not a rage game like in the way that it's cheap. Everything is very fair, and if you pay attention, you can learn the patterns and learn how to get around everything. That's why these people can do these kinds of runs. But, so it makes it even worse. So I can't even yell at the game when I die. I'm just like, fuck, I fucked up again! And that's usually when a controller almost goes through a monitor, and I have to stop playing for the safety of me and everything around me.
Right,
Can I attempt to do the awesome segue of the week?
Okay, sure, we could, let's go with this.
So, going from talking about a game that takes a lot of effort to beat without dying, to taking another game that takes no effort whatsoever to beat without dying.
This article I had to post it.
Luigi beats new Smash Brothers DLC characters by doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And I want to clarify, these characters, these are computer-controlled characters that they
On the highest level.
The highest level that the characters will go to. And they literally just they took a controller, had one player as Luigi, and put it down, and let them try to swing at him. And the characters killed themselves over and over and over again.
There's a video of PP you should show.
Yeah, you have to show
here it is. It's 5 minutes long. And it's an ad!
You can just show some of it. You'll get the idea.
Yeah, we'll run it for about a minute or so.
Not including the sassy black woman in the screen commercial.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're more reliable with better coverage.
Sassy black woman not included. Sorry.
That's only if you buy the Ultimate Edition.
And then she'll just snap and they go, oh no, he did!
Yeah, exactly. Dude. Couple of
Luigi, you
things.
better get your ass up moving!
Okay.
Luigi boy, you do you!
That's racist.
Sassy black woman is my spirit animal. Oh, she's out me.
Oh, wow, zombie. Wow, love.
Look at them, they just try so hard.
Okay, well, this Lucas kid seems to. Oh, he's about to. I don't know what he's doing. Well, it looks like Luigi could die. He's at almost 80% damage.
That's the really funny part. Some of these battles are so close. They get Luigi up to like 100 plus, and then they die themselves. See?
Luigi's just sitting there like, I got this shit, yo.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm too high to do anything. My clothes were actually white when I started out.
I was dealing with my asshole brother and getting all the credit for shit.
He gets the bitches, he keeps getting the rewards. I just got standing. They gave me 1 year. 1 year!
For the crappy game with a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, what Ryu's gonna and there it goes. Oh my god, wow.
It's so great!
Oh no, not Cloud! This is not gonna end well.
This one actually he gets pretty close if I remember correctly. Oh no,
No, he
never mind.
doesn't. Not the least little bit, bud.
That was the opposite of close.
That is the
That
polar
was the
opposite.
quickest one yet.
Different spectrum.
That I imagine is exactly how it would go if Killer ever got himself a woman in the bedroom. He'd just be
Cloud
knocked over
was
in an
just-
instant.
Cloud was just like,
She's
oh,
always-
Arius, is that you down there? I'm coming to see you, Arius.
Arius. This one's the close one. This is the one I was thinking of. And then bye. Wait, no, come back! Oh!
Okay, alright, that's that. Well, otherwise, we could sit here for the whole thing and watch that. Holy crap. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Oh, dear God. Wow.
I want to know. The funny thing is, my question is, how many of these sprites were cut out? Like, how many fights did they do where they just sat there and recorded all this data to see, you know, the other person just die on their own?
Yeah, who knows? Holy
Because
crap.
there's probably hundreds and hundreds of hours of just scrapped footage now.
Goodness. So,
Speaking of Nintendo,
yeah, there we go. Segue. That's
Yeah.
what we were
nice
looking
segue. There we go.
We are just like fucking on the Segway ball today.
Segway is a scooter, not a ball. Come on. I know you're blind, but try to focus a little bit.
That's where I went wrong. I kept trying to stand on it like it was a ball, and
I think you just have balls on the mind, that's all. Anyway, speaking of Nintendo,
balls.
and balls. I don't know what kind of game. Well, it does have motion control. I'm sure there are those kinds of games too. But there has been a new update to Dolphin Emulator. If you don't know, Dolphin Emulator is a game emulator that emulates both GameCube and original Wii games. And the DirectX 12 support has made it so these games run at least 50% better. Which, if anybody here is out an emulator player, I actually have the Wii games. I've tried to play them, and I cannot play them on my computer. It is so slow, and so this is an exciting update for anybody who likes emulation, anybody who likes homebrew, but they don't want to mess with their Wii because some people are afraid of modifying it because of always warranties, things like that.
Right.
It's a very exciting update.
I used to really be into the whole like emulation scene and getting all the newest emulators, and I haven't been into it for a while. I downloaded like an NES emulator a few months back and tried to run Metroid, and it just ran so painfully slow, and I couldn't remember if that's just the way Metroid was, or if it was.
It might be. Metroid was pretty slow when you go back to it, but yeah, I never usually have any problem running it, so I like yours off. I don't usually have any problem running NES games, at least. I mean, Zomdi, ironically enough, the first time I loaded up the Dolphin emulator, that is the first game I played, is Twilight Princess. So you and I were on the same wavelength. I like it.
So yeah, I mean, well, I know somebody, Big Mac is going to be big on this idea because he loves playing his emulated games, and so this might actually make things a little easier on him. I don't know. He has got a shit ton of emulated games for NES and stuff. So.
Well, I have every NES game ever made, including the hacked ones. Every SNES game, every Genesis game made. About 40 gigs or 50 gigs of Dreamcast games. Jesus. Not to mention the PS1, PS2, PSP Vita, PSP games.
Right.
That's kind of what my 2 terabyte external is, mostly emulators at this point.
Jesus.
I still remember being like stoked as shit when they first put out an N64 emulator that like worked well.
Yeah.
That was like the holy grail back in the day, was to get
I don't know
an
if
N64
any of
emulator.
you guys have ever tried it, but there was, for a while, one of the emulators, it wasn't Project 64, it was, it was a special version of Project 64, it was a modified version of it. And they actually people were making mods for N64 game. So they updated, there was a cell shade mod and an HD graphics mod for Ocarina of Time. It was also for Super Mario 64, all custom textures and stuff imported. It made the game like 2 gigs large, which is funny considering these things were like, a couple megs maybe.
Yeah, I think those cartridges
Jesus,
held like 3
yeah.
or 4 megs.
That is ridiculous.
But it was really cool. They don't comply well with streaming. I did try to stream HD Ocarina of Time once, and they run both off of like Java, OBS, and that, and they hate each other really hard.
I'm sure they do. That must have been interestingly fun for you. So did it just completely, like, did your CPU just go, fuck you?
Everything, my little bar at the bottom dropped down from like 2,000 kilobytes a second to like 5, and I was constantly in the red, and it was just freaking out. It was like, you're dropping all sorts of frames. I was like, yeah, I can see that.
Yes,
it looks like a stop animation film.
That's probably for the best, because Nintendo's not, the friendliest about allowing that kind of crap anyways.
Nintendo, did you guys hear about a few years ago during one of the world's largest fighting competitions in America? They refused. They actually went in and put a cease and desist against them for having a Smash Brothers tournament. It wasn't even something they were streaming. They just didn't allow them to have a tournament. Like, Nintendo is so particular about their things.
Yeah.
And frustratingly so. Like, even now, in order to stream or YouTube content, you have to sign up to be a partner with them, and you have to give them like a large portion of your revenue.
Yeah, they take like 50% of your revenue. Like,
but they're dicks about it.
Yeah, they're so antiquated and just. Oh, they've done takedowns on people that were making. It's kind of what Mario Maker, I think one of the big reasons it came out was because people would make those like Mario levels that had like where you would just hold down right the whole time and it would shoot you all over the level and
Most
shit?
of them you don't even have it. They're called they're not called autoplay levels. They're called something else now. But you don't even have to hold something. There's usually a thing at the start when you land, and it bounces you, and it basically takes you through the level. And it's like a huge. Oh my god, why can't I think of the word? The fucking. Well, now I just sound like an idiot because I don't remember the word. But you know the machines where it's like a whole bunch of different parts.
It's different from when.
Yeah, they were taking those down, and then they were taking down task runs.
Yeah.
Like, just stupid.
They're just they don't know. They haven't really updated, to the new streaming and
They're not up with the hip cool kids.
They're not hip with the cool people like us.
Yeah. I have Snapchat. B.
Yes, that was Geek's argument too, and we shut him down. So don't even.
Yeah, that we did. Okay, so for those of you who love Fallout 4, specifically those of you on PC, apparently we have some wonderful
It's
news
not just
for you.
PC.
Is it?
It's all of them you can apply for.
Oh, well, it only says PC. Fallout 4 PC players can
If you
now
go to
beta
if you
test
go
the
to
upcoming
actual
DLC and
stuff-
keep it for free.
By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm one of those Fallout 4 fans. Here's my Vault 4 wallet.
Oh, wait a minute. I already clicked over the other thing. Hang on. What?
Oh,
How you
well,
doing?
they can't see it, so
Yeah,
I'll just hold it up until they can.
there we go.
Here's my Vault-
Oh, yes, you with your wallet. Yes, of course. Leave it
my
to you.
Fallout inscribed in the center. You can see that.
What's up, Bucket? How's it going, buddy? Wow. So yes, Fallout 4 PC players are able to test the DLC that's coming in, and you get to keep it for free once you've tested it. So that's that's nice of them to allow you to do that if you've tested it. I mean, you put a little work into something for them.
I believe you have to test it and you have to make reports. If I remember correctly, like they don't say that on their thing, but if you go and read the terms of service of it, you actually have to send them information about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Like I say, you probably actually have to do something.
Yeah, it's not like just beta test where it's like everybody gets early access beta test. It's beta
Right.
test where we actually want to know if this works right. If you're running into issues, tell us.
Yeah. So
All I can say is when that game got Macho Man Randy Savage, that's all I needed in it, really. It's done at that point.
You remember the Skyrim mod with Macho and Randy Savage when they made him the really disfigured dragon, and it's just a huge with a long neck thing with the giant pink hat and stuff. It's ridiculous.
Every game needs Macho Man Randy Savage, really.
Right.
Every game could be better, yes.
Yeah. And a corgi gun.
God, a fucking corgi gun. What the fuck?
The corgi gun was beautiful.
For those of you that didn't see it last week, they added a mod.
2
The
weeks ago.
first was it 2 weeks ago? Well, last week's when we talked about it though, because it happened in the middle of the week, didn't it? Last
No,
I
Sunday.
was here. We did. I wasn't here last
Yeah, I
week.
was here.
And I was here.
Oh,
when
was
we
it?
did
God damn, my fucking. Okay, time's flying by and I'm losing shit. Okay, all right, sure. Anyways, they made a corgi gun mod for. Oh my god, I can't even believe that they did.
It was the first mod for XCOM 2.
Yeah.
And the dude was actually embarrassed that it was the first mod.
Yeah.
Which makes it all the better, in my opinion.
What was it called?
It
was a
was
play
the
on
corgi
AK
gun.
The
No,
Acorn
no,
47 or
It was the A chords.
Yeah, the ACORG 47, the ACORG 74, some shit like that.
Like
Yeah,
that,
that's
yeah.
what it was.
It was ridiculous.
It was something ridiculous.
Zombies calling you out and being old. I like it.
When you get old, you lose time. Fuck you. Sit and twist. When you reach the elbow, it's time to stop. Or if you're killer, that's where the fun begins. Anyways,
Yeah.
Once you twist the fun, don't stop.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, no, that was just a crazy mod to add in. But, I don't know, that's cool that they're allowing you to keep the DLC, but yeah, I'm sure you have to probably send in actual reports if you find anything goofy with it or whatever. Don't just send in reports like, it's awesome, and expect to keep the fucking thing.
I
They
like
probably-
this, or I hate what you did.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Loving
probably
the new setup. Well, thank you, Bucket. Appreciate that. We can thank Mr. Dizzy for the layout here, the roundabout that you see around us and the setup here. I do like the way he did that.
yeah, props for Shizzle Dizzle.
Absolutely. So moving on to the next thing, YouTubers have a question apparently for some this I don't know what's going on with this really.
No?
No,
You should put on the video. I don't know actually how long this one is, but oh, this one's a really long one.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like it's gonna be. Yeah, it's a
So the
20
issue
minute
is-
video.
Yeah, I'll let you explain it.
YouTube has its content matching system, right? So to determine whether there's any copyrighted music or movies or whatever. But there's this nice little thing called fair use that says, you know, if you're doing certain things, you can use clips from videos and audio without getting permission, right? Like if you're reviewing something or if it's transformative, there's a bunch of rules, but it's fair use.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, Google's not very good at determining what is fair use, right? So they
No.
just see a clip from a movie and they're just like, fuck it, it's copyright infringement.
No, that's
And-
actually no. What Google does is, I'll tell you. Actually, they have their algorithm, and it automatically searches. And basically, what happens is it automatically searches for the original content owner who owns that right. It sends them a message and it allows them to contest it. Allows them to say, "This is my property. I don't want somebody to use it." And a lot of people will just do it, so they have their access to right. And legally, you can contest it. You can go through YouTube if you believe it's fair use. If it goes through the thing. But the way YouTube does it is such a long and arduous process, and if they disagree with you, they can actually just forcibly remove your channel.
Well,
And it's not a safe. No content creator feels safe going and contesting these things.
Well, and on top of it, right, if I own a copyright on some stuff, all right, so that gets sent to me and I go, yeah, it's my stuff. In the time where that person is fighting to get their video back, all the ad revenue from it comes to me, the copyright holder. Even if it's fair use and it shouldn't be mine, it comes to me. And there's nothing in place to give that money back to the person that made the video. So that whole time that video is has that copyright claim on it, you don't get your ad revenue. It goes to the copyright owner.
That's fucked up.
And it's been an issue with YouTube for forever, and YouTube keeps saying, yeah, we're gonna make it better or whatever, but they don't. And on top of it, the copyright holders, they don't. It looks like they don't even look at these videos to see if it's fair use or not. They just go, oh, okay, well, we got all these reports.
They might even have
those
just
are
a
ours.
script that just goes click, click, click,
Yep.
contest through all of them.
And there's nothing in place really to punish them for doing the wrong thing. And so I actually saw a video yesterday about this guy he's an ACLU attorney. He is looking at a way to try to sue YouTube into forcing them to do this properly.
Nice. Well, that will actually help out though. I don't know. I don't do much on YouTube. This is the most YouTube I've ever done. So it doesn't matter to me. The song we played in the beginning, fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus. That song, I guarantee you, has gotten our VOD fucking muted. But I don't
The
do
whole thing,
this.
not just a couple minutes, the whole frickin' VOD, all 2-3 hours of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I don't do this for the VODs. I mean, I'm sure some of you want to go back and probably watch it, and I apologize for that. We've used it twice. It probably won't get used the next time. I just simply forgot about it this time. So by the time I remembered it, it was playing. It was too late. So,
You failed us, PP.
yeah, you'll live. But,
PPY.
I didn't think it was going to mute the entire VOD. Half an hour of it's what I'm used to through Twitch. You lose 15 minutes before that point and 15 minutes after that point. So half an hour gets cut, and then the rest of your VOD's okay. Apparently not with YouTube on this one.
YouTube is incredibly strict about them.
Yeah. So that's fine. We just won't use it again next time. Even if we went to the people who made that song and video and got their permission, we would then have to fight with YouTube to fucking get them to quit muting our VODs. Fuck that. It's just not
One of the
worth it.
reasons I didn't switch over to YouTube Gaming when it came out, because I was reading their terms of service about that stuff, and it's so strict and vague at the same time.
Yeah.
That I was just like, I'd be afraid to play anything, even Zygon stuff, who I know we have permission for. I would be afraid to play some of that kind of stuff just in case.
Yep.
You never know, somebody else might have it in a video because he allows people to use it in YouTube videos and then make a claim on it, and I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing. I've got Zygon music in my music. I've Zygon's given me permission to use any music I have of his. So that could be what's muting our VODs, for all I know. Anything's possible. So, who knows? Anyways, let's moving on here, because, if we rant on this all damn day, we'll never get shit done.
True.
has a small suggestion for the channel. We can talk after. All right, Bucket. Just tweet it to us or something. Remind us, Slack, whatever.
Come harass us in TeamSpeak afterwards, whatever.
Right, something. So for those of you who have been all fucking fangirling over the Division, here's some more stuff for you.
Free open beta. I kind of put this in as more of a PSA, but free open beta. I think it just continues through the rest of today, I believe.
Yeah.
That's for PC and the consoles and whatnot.
Yep.
I think I'm wondering, like, with this open beta, if they actually fixed. There was some really bad with the closed beta that was a couple weekends or last weekend, maybe it was.
There was some serious issues.
Yeah.
Some really easy cheating going on there, like where all you had to do is go and change some configs, and you had unlimited health and unlimited firepower, and yeah, it wasn't a good deal.
Yeah, they got a little video here. It's only about a minute or so long.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. This looks like it would be a fun game. I mean, obviously they get better and better with these FPS games as they go. That's
Well,
definitely
this
there's no
is
denying that.
not an FPS. It's like a third person.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
But
It's got guns, so yeah.
These types of
Yes, how about
games,
that?
they get better with these types of games as they go.
It's a person shooter.
Yeah.
it is. I mean, I had a bit of fun on the in the closed beta. I haven't actually touched the open beta since it came out, but it wasn't a bad game. The start is really slow though. Like you do a lot of follow the orange line simulator, run from place to place kind of stuff.
Right.
And that turned me off as, a first impression. It doesn't really suck you in. But once you get to things like the dark zone and stuff like that, then that's when it becomes really chaotic.
Well, wasn't the beta pretty limited too as to what you could do and where you could go and whatnot?
Yeah, it had a very small section of what it was originally done.
Right. I don't know. I've lost interest in those types of games. I've played the Modern Warfare and the Warfighter and stuff like that, and it's while yes
Hold on.
What?
You sound like the oldest guy in the world. I played the Modern Warfares. I did.
Well, whatever. Anyways, I've played those games, but they've advanced, but they're kind of still the same thing, and it's just getting boring to me. So I don't have much interest in these anymore. I don't know.
Fair enough to each their own.
Then again, I may come back to it later down the line like I did with Minecraft. I was so fucking tired of Minecraft, I couldn't watch a Minecraft stream. Now I'm back to playing it again.
Yeah, I did that for a while.
Yeah. Often, but the beta runs great on console. On digital beaches of Normandy. Nice!
I was on the digital beaches of Normandy.
Right, exactly.
You gotta say it like an old commander. Come on.
Yeah. So this next one, which I'm reading for the first time, watch the old guy. Wisecracks. We can't watch the wisecracks, Papa. I mean, we're talking, we're not typing. But this next one is, I don't understand why hackers would do something like this. Like, you have to be a real asshat to fucking think this is funny or in any way, or, you know what I mean?
I don't think it was funny. I think it was a money ploy.
Well, yeah, but still, that's an asshat fucking move. So apparently a Hollywood hospital paid $17,000 in bitcoins to a hacker who took control of their computer system and would only give it back once the money was paid. And I'm kind of going, what the fuck are you doing in life? I'm going to hack a hospital and make them pay me money. Why?
I mean, to be fair, it's not a bad plan. I mean, it's a shithole plan. It's an asshole plan, but it's not a bad plan.
Right.
They're going to want to release that because people's lives depend on it. Bitcoins make it untraceable because you can't actually trace where a wallet is actually stored.
This is true.
It's intelligently thought out to a point. I mean, obviously,
it's
there's
just a
ways
dick
to catch
move.
people, but it's an asshole move. So
yeah.
if you're gonna be an asshole, at least they were a smart asshole.
It's just one of those things where it's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
And I know they immediately went to the FBI, and the FBI is looking at it and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no, the FBI's come in and been like, what the fuck is this shit? And it's just...
It's one of those things where you'd be put in a hard place too, right? Because you don't really want to pay the ransom, right? Because now they just won.
Yeah, but
you kind of
have to at that point. And, you know, just go rob a fucking bank, for fuck's sake. That's yeah, I don't know. That's an asshat move that I cannot understand at all.
It's not that uncommon. If you read in the article, actually, they say in the past 6 years, because 2016, at least 158 institutions have had issues like that.
Yeah.
Well, those were more like issues like because of HIPAA, right? They're required anytime they think they might have been compromised in any way whatsoever, they have to report, and that's what that number was talking about.
It's no, that's anything over 500 people.
Right.
Yeah.
But
If they think the
500.
data over 500 people.
150
If they think
areas.
of those which I mean, it could be a compromise of anything, right? It doesn't mean somebody's been holding them ransom. It just means they've lost information or potentially lost information.
Right.
If they think there's any sort of leak where people could have gotten the information, it has to be revoked.
Yeah, it says since 2010, at least 158 institutions, including medical providers, insurers, and hospitals, have reported being hacked or having information technology issues that compromise patient records and federal records. So, yeah, pretty much any compromise within their system, they have to report it. But none of them have been quite like this. This
Well,
one,
as long as it's over 500 people's records, that's the caveat they put in there.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I just don't know what. I don't know. Yeah, it's an easy target. And
I will say, it's honestly, as somebody who went to school for computer security, how unsecure a lot of hospitals are does make me nervous as a person.
Yeah,
I usually limit and you know, to the max of my ability, limit what they can actually store on file and things like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing.
It's very scary. Like, you think someplace that has, you know, your social, your blood type, pretty much anything you're gonna need, relations, any medical conditions you have, things like that, would be more secure, and it's not.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
thing.
I know a number of people that like work IT for my local hospital here, and I wouldn't trust them on my desktop, let alone a network. So
Right. Yeah, that's what I don't get is why does the hospitals are able to, they're not mandatory to have a higher security level system for that kind of shit. It's just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I can understand it from their perspective. To have a security that's constantly updated like that is going to cost a lot of money which would be going towards saving lives. So I can understand their point of view, but at the same time, it is, you know, hundreds of thousands of patients' records.
Yeah.
like on top of it though, right? You can have the best hardware firewalls and the best, you know, software security systems, but if you don't have people there that know how to actually use them, they're worthless. So
Well, there's that too. Yeah.
It's not even if you don't have people who know how to use them. I mean, it's also just half of it social engineering. You could walk in and put a USB key in a computer when somebody's not looking, jackknife an entire account, and go home and access it from there.
Right.
Like, it's just, they're not taught well enough. And I want to point out, hospitals are not taught well enough how to defend against security. I worked a job for about a week and a half at Christmas Tree Shop, and I had to watch about 2 hours of computer security information there. Hospitals don't make you do that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's serious.
That's true. That is true. So this one here specifically for the Geekles, if he's watching. Geekles, are you out there, buddy? I don't know if you're watching. I would hope you are. Although I have a feeling he's probably playing a game, not watching.
I think he switched over to the Division.
Yeah, see. We talk about the Division. He's gone. So the Xbox One Elite controller is back in stock.
yeah,
At
but
some
this isn't
stores.
just because I wanted to troll him, right? Like he doesn't
Right.
have one and I have one.
Right.
Woo!
Hey, it's a good controller. Piss off. It's not worth $150, but it's a good controller.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Good controller is a good controller. I'm not gonna go out and blow $150 when I have a controller that works perfectly well.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Not when mine was like what 40, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was a gift.
I think I got
would've
mine
never
for
bought it.
$20 on sale.
Yeah.
I would have never bought it for myself, but it was a gift, and I like it.
No gift, I can understand. That's respect. Fair enough.
After the
Yeah, whatever. There was a video I was gonna see how long it was, but it gave me a fucking ad instead. So
It's not even worth it.
It's not.
I just put it in here as a troll.
we just put it in a troll, Mr. Geekles. So yeah, he can. Yeah, exactly. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Now, this story was not proper. It shouldn't have been placed if we're skipping to the next one. It should have been further up because it would have been a great segue.
Right. Oh well, shit happens.
I blame Serial.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
for anybody who's curious what we're talking about, after a big success, Bethesda's actually changing up their game marketing plan, and they're going to be making several more mobile games after the success of Fallout Shelter, which, if you guys don't know, Fallout Shelter was a little, kind of like a Sims game. You could interact, you could have them train and build up your vault and get new things in it, and you could send people out and explore.
Why did that come up with that?
To
Give
be
me
honest,
this.
though, right?
Close this.
Fallout
Thank you.
Shelter game was really not that good of a game.
No, it was just because there was such hype around Fallout.
Right.
It was Skinner boxing, Farmville techniques at its best.
If that
Yeah.
game did not have a Fallout theme on it, nobody would have played it.
Yeah, it was
Like
a
I was all
digital
excited.
ant
I heard
farm.
it was
Yeah.
great, and then it did come up with some interesting. I did see some interesting shelters out there, but besides that, my favorite was the one vault which was like filled entirely with women, except for one gentleman dressed as the Pope who would run around and have sex with everyone, which was great. That made me laugh. I will say that's actually what got me to download the game and start playing it. But
Throw sex in there and Max is on board.
so the Pope having sex with a ton of women in the apocalypse, and yes, I'm definitely on board.
So yeah, I don't know. I never really played this Fallout Shelter thing. I don't understand. I never got into it. But then again, I played Fallout 1 and 2. They weren't really my kind of game, so I never really paid attention to Fallout after that.
Totally different styles of games, though.
I know that's what everyone keeps telling me, but I don't have the. I cannot justify the money for Fallout 4 right now. That's the thing.
Link your account with mine. I'll let you play it when I'm not playing.
Oh, that works.
Just so you can give it a shot and see if you like it.
Zombie says you have some weird kinks going on there, buddy.
This is something we've known about Max for a while.
This is why Max is Serial's bitch, because Serial has some weird kinks too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know anything about the mobile thing with this. I never understood it. So
It's like I said, Fallout Shelter wasn't that great of a game, but
Right.
it did so successfully, and they made so much money off it. Like, because mobile games is compared to AAA gaming,
Right.
it's such a low input to high output of income. They've changed their entire thing around, and they're going to be focusing more on that because obviously evidence has shown that that's where the money is to be made.
right.
So I don't blame them. I don't think in the long run it's the best strategy for them. But I can understand them as from going to spending 4 or 5 years developing a new Fallout or Skyrim or Elder Scrolls game to spending a few months on a mobile game that makes 3 times the money.
Right.
Totally understandable.
All right, Bucket. What did you throw down here?
You want me to put that in
Oh, okay.
afterwards? I'll add the next one. Yeah, do the next one. I'll add this in.
That's fine. That works. So yeah. All right. So then let's see what goes to. Oh yes, this is something that the creativity of this idea alone I thought was epic, and then
I've always wanted to do this.
yeah, and then the fact that it works the way it does blew my fucking mind. Somebody has built a Lego PC tower. That's right, it's a PC tower made out of Legos, and the best part is the way that it's designed. It is air cooled, but it runs like it is being water cooled. It is fucking awesome.
It's pretty impressive. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I
It-
might actually contact this guy and see if he sells these. I know Johners was talking about that somebody was selling them, and I'd like one.
Yeah, and so this PC has 2,280 Lego pieces, which make it into like an X shape if you're looking at it from the top down, which you can see as it's rotating here. And oh man, just unfucking believable. So like, yeah, here we go. There's parts of it being built there. It just
Cyril, if you look in our stream chat, there's actually a link in there that I posted. He is selling them online, and the link's right in the article.
oh,
Just the case, or do you have to buy a system from him?
Let's see. Lego gaming computer, Lego plus computer. Design.
let's throw that down while we're at it, or not.
Oh,
Here we go.
there's a micro Lego. He's made a server out of them. An entire Lego server. And I gotta say, it looks like a Minecraft block. It's kind of awesome looking.
Oh, here we go. So there we go. Yep, here we go. Got Intel Core i5 and i7 6th gen processors. Wow, holy shit. NVIDIA and AMD graphics cards, hidden cable control system. Although he spelled control wrong. Process.
Yes. See, I just spent $2,000 on a new computer, so I just want the case.
Right. Customizable Legos offer an almost endless amount of combinations. Well, no shit, it's fucking Legos.
Well, I wonder if he like glues them though, right? Because could you imagine accidentally knocking your case over on your desk? And
Oh god.
Stepping on a part of your case.
Oh. Fucking Legos am I stuck in my foot? What'd you step on? Goddamn computer case. What?
They'd be like, what? How? Who? Explain, sir.
That is just craziness. That is
It's
awesome
weird.
as shit.
Love.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. You can buy an i5 6500 system for $16.99. 6600 system is $19. An i7 6700 system's
They're
$26.
not cheap.
Yeah, no, definitely not cheap. Custom system doesn't have a price on it.
Well, 'cause you can pick between them. obviously. But,
Yeah.
You probably would be better if finding out or looking at his design and just recreating it like this yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. Tearing it down would be easy. Yeah, tearing it down would be easy. I agree.
You would have to like glue everything but strategic parts so you could still access the insides, clean it, replace pieces, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an unbelievably epic idea, though.
It is. It's a nice idea. And
Yeah,
the fact
you'd
that
be-
it works
yeah.
as well as it does is the most impressive part.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, now I just
case
feel all
design.
trashy about when I was in college and had a computer built into a fucking Domino's pizza box.
You didn't feel trashy about that before?
No, it was epic back then, but
Yeah, that's a word for it.
I don't know, that's pretty fucking badass. I like the idea, and the fact that someone took the time to go through it, I find is fucking awesome as shit. So yeah, thanks to Mr. Bucket, we have an extra one we're gonna throw in here right now.
so Pornhub.
No.
Oh,
We already did our Pornhub story for the year.
GTA Online, now through the 25th of February, you earn double rewards. So they're running that. I think they've done that once already, haven't they? Or something like it?
oh, they
Well,
do it
it's
all.
not.
They do.
They do double rewards, but it's not just a double rewards thing.
Okay.
If you look actually in the article, there's discounts on different items for every day.
Oh, I see.
So-
Okay, yeah, I see it. 2 times cash and RP from Simeon's contact missions, plus 2 times cash on Simeon's imports.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
depends which one you do. So today
50%
it's two
off
times
all
trip.
blazers, 50% off all jerry cans, stilt houses. Okay, so today is Sunday, so right now as you stand, 2 times the cash and RP from Trevor's contact missions, and you get 50% off of jerry cans. And then tomorrow you get 2 times the cash and RP on Martin's contact missions, and 10% off of all stilt houses. Gotcha. And this is gonna go all the way till Thursday.
I have to laugh at Wolf's comment. He says glue it together with the Craggle.
Oh,
If you see the Lego movie.
wow.
That's great.
Wolfuls, I love you, buddy. I'm just saying. This is actually pretty cool, though. I like that. Oh, no, I did not want to click on that. Thank you. So yeah, each day they give you, percentage off of certain things. So that's pretty badass.
And then on Thursday, everything's I think 50% off, and you get
Oh.
the twice the rewards.
Yeah, double
Double
GTA
money
money
and
and
RP.
RP on all contact missions in GTA
Yeah, so
Online.
any mission you do.
Yep.
So Thursday's the day to play if you really want to level up.
Right, exactly.
Or
Thursday
get
the
some.
day to hardcore level up and fly through it. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, we're running quite a good ways ahead today, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Oh well, it's whatever. I think we're gonna take a break for a minute, guys. maybe 10 or so minute break. You know, get up, stretch, get yourself something to drink, maybe some food to chew on, something of that nature. And then we will be back. And so, yeah. Once we come back. What's that, Max?
I say get crunk pictures, that's all.
Right, absolutely. And once we come back, I will entice you all with a wonderful set of your weekly fail stories.
That was my enticing face. That was more like my I'm going to rape you while doing weird jazz hands face. But, continue.
Right. Yeah. Killer should be able to tell us if that's the case. He's seen that face a lot. So,
Yes.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, guys. I'll leave you some music, and then we'll get on with your fail stories. Okay, and we are back. Let's get the music turned down. There we go.
Pump up the volume.
No, definitely not.
Fun.
Well, it happens.
We knew you were no fun. It's okay.
Oh,
Nobody's
fuck you
surprised.
too, madam. That's how that goes.
Later, honey. Not on camera. We'll definitely get everything
That's
muted.
not what you said last night.
Not this camera. That's chatterbait. That's later.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
You gotta make
so-
money off it. Come on.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, so let's go ahead and do this, guys. Kill the music there for now. We're gonna get you started with your fail stories. That's right.
Click. Load.
Ready for a little harmony, Max?
Okay. Tell me when.
Oh, you'll know when it's coming. Don't worry. Right after Mega. Well, a little after Mega. I know you can't hear the music, so
Yeah.
you'll hear it when I say Mega.
Okay.
Oh goodness. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's fail stories for the week. All of these people had the perfect plan. Nothing could possibly go wrong, but it did somewhere, somehow. It went completely sideways. And boy, when it did, it became an Uber, an Ultra, dare I say it, a Mega.
Perfect.
That actually ended kind of on time. I'm actually surprised by us.
Yes, you would. Yeah, that
We
was
succeeded
epic.
a little too well.
Yeah, almost. It almost can't be a fail now. So, okay, yeah, jumping right into
We
this.
failed at failing. That's like meta failing.
Yes,
I like it.
and on that bombshell. No, I had to do this one because, okay, I love James Bond. I'm sure everyone loves James Bond movies. From Sean Connery all the way up, right? Everyone loves James Bond.
Yeah.
Mega fail, not unlike that intro. Well, Waffles. Okay, so, just, as much as I love James Bond, I know it's not real, right? Max, you know it's not real? Killer knows it's not real, right?
It's
Max?
totally real.
Real?
Oh, god damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just Easter bunnied Max, son of a bitch.
I don't even know it's real anymore.
So, apparently some people don't understand this. So, yeah, believe it or not, the crazy spy technology from James Bond doesn't work in real life. Especially if you
Really?
make it yourself. If it's homemade, not so much. 62-year-old Simon Chaplin of Hebron, England. I'm sure I've said the name of the town.
Is this going to be the
completely
new
fucking
Florida?
wrong. No, this is not the new Johnnerstown. At least I hope not. Anyways, he rigged up a device to create a smoke screen if he ever needed to make a quick escape. Right? Sounds like it'd work. Yeah,
Legit.
like Max.
I'm making
right
a
there.
smoke screen of my own, yes.
Yes. It involves some pipes, a few pumps, and a bucket of diesel fuel in his car. Now, he actually used it last month when a cop tried to pull him over for speeding. Simon activated the smoke screen. It filled the road up with a thick layer of smoke, and he sped away. Except there's one problem. His car kept pumping out the smoke, which left a nice trail for the cop to follow once the first big screen kind of cleared away. After 5 miles, the cop caught up with him, and Simon's now in court this week to get 100 hours of community service.
You need to learn to time your smoke screens, people.
Let me just make a giant trail leading to my house.
Fail.
Follow the dot. We're just gonna make a map point. Satellites will literally look like a Google map line
Just
going
looks
down.
like Cheech and Chong have been driving all around town.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean Bucket and me?
Okay, so this next one, I've seen people, I've heard of people doing this, and I don't understand it. All right, you should never impersonate a police officer ever.
No,
Like it
exactly.
just doesn't end well for anyone. But if you do, the least you could do is dress the damn part. Right? You know, kind of look like one. If you look like a cop and act like a cop, maybe
you want to be
you're a
like the YMCA guy, like the Village People guy.
Yeah,
you get a dress
assless
like that.
chaps and everything. Yeah, absolutely. There we go with that
Exactly.
shit again. So a guy named
I'm
Ronald
just telling young
Taylor.
boys to join the Navy. That's about it.
So a guy named Ronald Taylor went to a killer's favorite place, the Golden Corral Buffet in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Love me some Golden Corral.
Right, absolutely. This is on a Thursday, and when he was paying for his food, he demanded a free soda, since he said he was a cop, and, quote, the drink is usually free. Then he flashed a badge and a gun, but there were a lot of problems with his cop routine. The badge he showed was a concealed weapon permit, not a police badge. And there was a real cop in line in front of him who thought it seemed a little suspicious. And worst of all, Ronald was wearing khaki dress pants tucked into cowboy boots. That's not exactly a cop's look. That's not really anybody's look. Except maybe some nerdy insurance agent or something. The real cop asked Ronald for his badge, saw it was fake, ran his name. Turns out Ronald is really just a nerdy insurance agent. So, he was arrested for impersonating a police officer.
I want to point out, even when cops get things free, they don't usually ask for it. It's usually because they show up in uniform and they're just like, here, take this. You know,
Yeah,
thank you for your service. It's
And I
not
mean-
like, I'm going to demand a free drink.
To go through all that shit for a free soda too, right? Like, you know, what, $2-3, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Wow.
don't know what Corral's prices are, but usually you go to a restaurant like that, it's usually cheap for the soda.
Okay, so, everyone understands that technology has gotten way awesome. Everything, you're connected no matter where you are. You're in your car, your phone connects you to Facebook, Twitter, all of that, right? So everyone's a little more distracted while they're driving. Still, you shouldn't be texting and driving or on Facebook and driving or whatever.
Social mediaing and driving. Overall. No
right.
Snapchats,
So,
no nothing.
so we should file this under the things not to do behind the wheel. This woman was driving down some road. It doesn't give us the name of the road in Victoria, BC, on Saturday, and because she was texting and driving, she ended up in an accident, but continued to text. And thus she just put, in her text message, I just got into an accident, oh my god, I was trying to text you, she continued, and then I ran into a cop car.
Where she went wrong is don't just text that shit. You need to send it to Reddit so you can get those internet points
Right.
for your accident.
Exactly.
That's what
Everybody
any
knows.
good.
The more internet points you get, the larger your e-penis is.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. So apparently this officer had a police dog with him. They were not hurt, but the female driver and a child were taken to the hospital with 9 non-life-threatening injuries. The woman's car was damaged in its front end pretty well. The driver was issued a $167 ticket for using an electronic device while driving. So yeah, that constitutes a fail.
You missed the last line, which is my favorite part. Is that the police actually tweeted out a picture of their text conversation.
Oh,
But
dude, I
then
didn't
everybody
see that.
yelled at her.
Oh
Everybody yelled
god,
at them,
I
I'm
missed that
sorry,
part.
and-
Sorry,
and
yeah, I
took it
didn't
down
read
for
down all the way
backlash.
on that. That's fucking hilarious. Wow.
It's because it was Canada, right? And that's just not polite. So they had to come back and be like, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, actually, Canadians, I guess, are a bit stupid, huh? Well, Papa, if the shoe fits. So, okay, a man.
I only know two, so I mean, balance of probability says yes in my mind.
Right. A man died early Saturday morning, not just yesterday, but the week before. Saturday morning, inside the cab of a pickup truck in Wood County when the truck caught fire in the middle of a private cemetery. The two men drove in the cemetery early Saturday morning, wound up getting stuck when their truck bottomed out on a tombstone. That's, you know what, that right there equals fail, so we'll play, yeah. There's one. Fail. I've never seen anything like it, said Parkersburg Police Chief Joe Martin. The truck got a center of balance off the ground so that on the tombstone, and you could see where they had been trying to get out. The tires were spinning as the driver attempted to get back on the road. They went so long the tire caught fire, and the fire eventually spread to the interior and burned the entire vehicle in the graveyard. The tire was burnt completely off the rim, and it destroyed all the interior and 90% of the exterior of the truck. The driver fled the scene and was caught a short time later not far away. He was extremely intoxicated.
The only way to do it.
He was so drunk he was unable to answer any questions from the officers and actually had to be taken to the hospital. So far, he has not been charged with anything. Yeah.
Would you say he made a grave decision?
Yeah, absolutely. The victim who was theorized, the theorized victim who was left at the scene by the driver may have also been equally drunk and was passed out in the cab of the truck and didn't know to get out. So this driver not only got himself stuck in a cemetery on a tombstone while being unbelievably drunk, he left his buddy in the cab when the truck caught fire and let him fucking die.
Can you imagine, like, the conversation even leading up to that, right? Like, how drunk do you need to be to, like, let's go to the cemetery? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Right, yeah, absolutely. That's just an unbelievable fail.
I usually get drunk. I just want to go to the liquor store and get more liquor. I don't want to go to the cemetery.
Right.
Apparently, even though all that happened, they tweeted out that the fire would still be considered accidental.
Right.
Which is confusing as hell, but okay.
Please tell me they just, like, took a tractor over there and just dug a hole underneath the truck and just buried it where it stood? With the guy in it?
Something. Okay.
A proper redneck burial instead of the Viking burial you get pushed out to sea. The redneck burial you get buried in your car, in your truck.
Right in your pickup truck.
Right in your pickup truck. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So, Papa, this one goes for you. It has not anything to do with stupid Canadians necessarily, but Canada is involved. So an ad of a senator YouTube campaign that he threw down, Senator Marco Rubio's YouTube campaign. It's morning again in America, is what the announcer says through the video as a boat's crossing a picturesque harbor, except that it's not America. The harbor which they shot all this footage is actually Vancouver, Canada.
That fits because I think that's where Marco Rubio is from, is Canada.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the thing says it's morning again in America.
Yeah.
Which is it's going back to the classic Ronald Reagan ad is what he's doing.
Right,
but he's fucked it up because the footage is
because the Republicans haven't overplayed that already, right?
Right, yeah. So Rubio said it didn't learn of the mistake until it read the BuzzFeed report. We're not going to make Canada an issue in this election, the spokesperson said. Sorry. Epic fail. Way to go. Good job. Fucking idiot.
Well, they had to ask for it. It was morning again in North America.
Right, absolutely. This isn't the first time in the past few days that the campaign's has been surprised by its own ad last week. Senator Ted Cruz's campaign yanked an attack ad against Rubio after it was revealed that one of the actresses had previously starred in adult films. There's yet another fail.
That would make it morning again in America, I'll tell you what.
Amy Lindsay, in case any of you are curious, don't ask me why I know that, but that is Amy Lindsay.
That's horrible. So, about 5,000 customers in an unincorporated part of South Los Angeles lost power about 4:30 p.m. because metallic balloons were caught in the electrical equipment, according to the Southern California Edison. The power is estimated to return by 6 a.m. on Tuesday, so this was last Monday, according to the utility company. The metallic... Oh, food's here! I shall be right back. Max, if you want to read, you can kick up where I left off.
The metallic
balloons are increasingly disrupting powers to customers across the electrical grid, according to utility. 2015, Edison had 924 outages caused by metallic balloons, up from the previous high of 7. You know what? You'd think at this point somebody would have said, hey, let's stop fucking selling metallic balloons. Those things are those, if you guys are curious, those are those really tacky,
foil
shiny
balloons
that have like happy birthday written on them or get well. They're really ugly looking, circular ones instead of the actual balloon shapes.
I think they sell them because you can't take latex balloons into a hospital.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. But they don't just sell them for hospital things. They sell them for birthdays and stuff like that, and people still get them.
Yeah.
I can understand the hospital one. That is an absolutely acceptable reason. But overall, if you're getting hundreds upon hundreds of power outages across...
We can't talk about this and fail stories without, like, you talk about metallic balloons, and it makes me think of, do you remember that whole Balloon Boy thing a few years ago?
Oh, Balloon Boy, yeah.
Oh,
with
wow,
all
yes.
the balloons on the lawn chair.
And the kid was never in the balloon.
Nope. Not
Yeah,
even a little
no.
bit.
Oh, goodness. Anyway, so, yeah, no, absolutely. Metallic balloons into the power lines. That's a fail.
Yeah. Absolutely is.
Fail. Okay. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Deputies were called to Mercy Hospital, Washington, Friday to investigate a report of a gunshot victim. The man told hospital personnel that he was handling a gun when it accidentally discharged, striking him in the hand. And that's happened. Some people clean it, I cleaned it and it went off. Something of that nature, right? That's usually how
I
it
have
goes.
that problem all the time.
I'm sure you do. During an interview with a deputy, the victim, identified as Brian Morrow, age 52, said he was having a problem with raccoons and other animals killing his chickens. On Friday, he said he thought an animal was near his chicken coop and went to investigate armed with his .38 caliber handgun, and Morrow said he returned to the house and was removing the gun's magazine when it discharged, striking him in the palm of his left hand. The incident happened on property off Union Hills Lane, east of Camp Moval Road, according to the sheriff's office. So, shooting yourself in the hand while trying to unload your magazine. Yeah, fail.
I claim the next story. I have to say.
Claim the next
I read the title. I'm claiming it.
Oh my.
I am claiming this story.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. We'll let Max go to town on this one. Nah.
Well, going to town is a great segue. This 21-year-old Dustin Taylor of Fort Smith, Arkansas, and his wife were having some kinky sex last week, which included a pair of handcuffs. Fortunately, they lost the key, and the cuffs were stuck around Dustin's wrists, so they rounded up calling the police for help. When the cop got there, he managed to get the cuffs off. Then he did a routine check of Dustin's name, and found out that he had an outstanding warrant for criminal mischief. So he put Dustin back in his handcuffs and took him to jail.
I just see that guy sitting there going, damn it!
Fail.
Seriously, you can't do something else? My wrists are so chanked.
Oh my goodness, wow. So, okay.
I really hope he dressed him up before he put him back in the handcuffs.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So, okay. This is just bad timing and being in the wrong spot at the wrong time kind of thing. 25-year-old David West of Bradenton, Florida, Johnner's Land. We're here back in Johnner's Land on a wonderful fail story. Went to visit his girlfriend at work on Valentine's Day. So she's working. He decides he's going to show up and bring her flowers or something. She works in the pharmacy at a Walgreens. Classy place. He asked if she wanted to grab lunch. She said she wanted Subway, which would not have been a very romantic date. Fortunately, David got a chance to do something a lot more romantic just a few seconds later. As they were talking, 26-year-old Anthony Nemeth jumped onto the counter and demanded all of the oxycodone. He said he had a gun, and when he reached into his pants, David jumped into action. See, it turns out David is actually a boxer who's won 2 state titles. And he immediately knocked Anthony out and then held him down until the cops got there. David was quoted as saying, "I really wasn't trying to hurt anybody. I was just there trying to do what was right. I was protecting the one I love." See? Way more romantic than Valentine's Day lunch at Subway.
Speaking of this, I just want to bring up, have you guys seen the, I think he was ex-military, and he was at a gas station, and the dude pushes him out of the way to rob the convenience store. He pulls out a gun. The dude grabs him from behind and pile drives him down immediately. It's so quick. He gets knocked out instantly.
Jesus,
and they just hold him down.
Wow. So let's see.
It's better to scope out the place before you rob it. Just pay attention. If the dude looks like his muscles eclipse your face, probably not a good idea to rob it.
Right, absolutely.
And that's our tip of the week.
Yeah, there we go. There's the tip of the week, yeah. So, okay,
We take no association. If you do rob somebody, please do not blame it on us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little disclaimer.
So this is about as bad as Valentine's Day can go for anyone. A couple in Texarkana, Arkansas, which is about as redneck hillbilly hick as you're ever going to get, got into a massive fight around 7 p.m. on Valentine's Day. and the woman threw her flowers at her boyfriend. We're not sure what they were arguing about, but that's a pretty lousy way to end a Valentine's date. And it gets worse. Because then she got into her car and tried to ram his car. The boyfriend wasn't in it at the time, but it still gets worse because when she hit it, her car flipped. She was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. There's no word of how she's doing or what made her so fucking angry.
Can I speak? Crazy,
Say it.
angry people in cars in the South.
Yeah.
Have any of you ever seen the video of the woman who wants chicken nuggets?
No.
No,
Oh my god,
no.
this woman is so drunk and she wants chicken nuggets. She literally starts screaming at the people. She says she's gonna go Super Saiyan on them at one point. She throws a bottle of vodka right at the window, tries to beat the person up through the window. Like
Jesus.
so bad, and then drives off. Just a liquor pouring out of the car.
Oh my god. Okay, so, wow. Back in December, a startup called Swan Love got a ton of attention for its crazy business plan. They'd give you $10,000 loan for your wedding, and you would only ever have to pay it back if you got divorced. Seems like a pretty decent idea. The CEO said they ran the numbers and they figured out that they could profit off of this. Quote, "It comes back to statistics. We have the right odds, so we'll be okay." Well, looks like maybe they forgot to carry a 1 somewhere. More than 200,000 couples requested loans, but the site didn't have the $2 million to give out. Never mind the time to let the $2 billion float around out there while they waited for people to get divorced. So a few days ago, they scrapped the loan idea and switched to a crowdfunding site where you'd hit up your friends and family for money instead. But people hated that idea and let them know on their Facebook page. Swan Love blamed the chance on, quote, "overwhelming demand and unanticipated legal regulations and restrictions in the lending space." So as of today, ladies and gentlemen, swanlove.com is down, and we're pretty sure the company's dead.
That's a polite way of saying we done fucked up.
Yeah.
We done fucked.
So there it is for you all. That is your fail stories. We'll go ahead and continue into, looks like we've got new games for the week going on. While this is happening, I'm going to mute out, or not mute out, but at least, close out my camera because I have food. I haven't eaten yet today, so food. So I will leave you in the capable hands of the killer and the Maxims. What's up? What?
They posted, if you want, Bucket posted that chicken nuggets video if you want to play that really quick.
Chicken Nuggets video?
The one with the crazy woman who like went nuts that I was talking about.
Hold on.
Because I think we should play that.
How long of a video is it, is the question.
Let me pop it up.
87 minutes.
Probably.
1 minute and 22 seconds.
Oh, yeah, okay. So let me, whoop. Oh, come on now, work. Are you serious? Really? You're gonna be that kind of a douche right now?
I'm always that kind of a douche. Come on. Well, okay.
That's what I was saying. I had to redo that damn thing again.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Holy shit! Let's just making McNuggets in my hands. I don't want to hear it.
It's 10:30 a.m. We don't serve chicken McNuggets at this time.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
Why not?
Because we do.
You know what?
Did you just hiss at me?
I'll do more than just fucking hiss at you.
Hey, get your ass out of the car. What's going on over there?
Don't you fucking run away from me, you family. God,
Oh, shit.
enough. Don't make me assume my ultimate form. I will fuck you up. Wait, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna wreck you. Shut the fuck up.
Tell you swelling your looking dumbass. Ma'am. Whoa. Stop, ma'am. What? Close that shit. Ma'am. God, oh my god. What the fuck is this bitch on? Holy shit. What's going on? Is she like getting high or something? Dude, I have no idea.
Oh.
We need to call the police. This is out of control. Holy shit.
She just smashes it and drives off.
What the fuck?
She
I
likes
wanna
her
know-
nuggets.
I was gonna say, I want to know how badly you need chicken nuggets for that to be a
No, no.
reaction.
Okay, at the end of that, did you see? She bolted off, right? And directly after that, the other car's pulling up. Could you imagine, like, did you guys get my Diet Coke yet?
I'm waiting for my McGriddle. Come on, seriously, hurry up.
Take your time. I'm in no rush, dude. You're good. Just, you know, I'm kind of hungry here. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Wow.
Oh,
So is there any part of these that I need to actually pull up any
they
videos?
all have links to videos. I mean, but you don't have to put them on.
I say, if you guys want me to play them, just let me know. I can. That's no big deal.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, it's just these guys talking while I chew on food.
It's us. All right, so now we're going to move on to new games that came out this week, which was a very difficult list to go through because there's maybe like, I think we got 4 things, and even then we stretched a little bit. But first one on the list is Street Fighter V, which has many issues. It's apparently super buggy. And the entire fighting system is broken, apparently, like, for competitive play. They broke a lot of things that make the competitive scene really interesting. But I was telling Serial this is my favorite. There was a lot of controversy about Street Fighter V before it even came out. Because one of the trailers released, they were showing, like, the fight start, like, animations that the different characters have. And one of the characters is a scantily dressed luchador-style wrestler. And her intro was literally a cross shot zooming in, and then it panned around her ass, and she slapped her ass. And everybody was outraged about that, so they took it out of the game. Of course, within about a day of the game being out, it's been modded back in, which, in my opinion, is fantastic. I don't know if it's going to be in this trailer, but you know, it's just if you don't know what the new Street Fighter looks like, there you go.
I have always been shit at fighting games.
I can pick up a lot of the stuff. I'm good at picking it up and learning some good basic combos. I'm not great at like mastering it.
I have always enjoyed Street Fighter V, but I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know.
I love the Street Fighter games, but I don't think the realistic kind of cell shading is the best direction for them to go, and they're trying to update things in ways that aren't the best. Like they're kind of going away from their roots, and that's why a lot of fighting people still play, you know, Street Fighter 2 Turbo to this day, versus the newer ones.
Right.
Zombie says she's an amazing button masher, and that's the worst part when you're trying to learn it and your friend's kicking your ass, but basically doing this on the controller a whole bunch.
That's what I do. Yep.
See, I would hate to play with.
I'm too freaking. I don't know if I'm too lazy or too stupid to remember the frickin', you know, combos and all that shit.
Right. Anyways, it's like a fucking 3-minute video, so.
Yeah, just so they have it. You get the idea. If you know Street Fighter ever,
Yeah,
and
you've
that's
seen one
your
person
graphics,
kick another
basically.
person's ass, you've seen them all.
Pretty much.
Alright, so the next game is, this is one that apparently I'm the only one who's interested in. But this is because I was interested in games such as the Baldur's Gate and things like that back in the day, Icewind Dale. This game is called Pillars of Eternity. This is actually a new expansion that's been released out of it. It's the old isometric CRPGs, in case you guys are wondering. Like I said, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, Icewind Dale, those kind of games. And I love those kinds of games. They hold a special place in my heart, kind of because I grew up with them. So I do really want to pick up and go through all of Pillars of Eternity, including the DLC, and this does look exciting.
I mean, I like CRPGs. I just don't have the time for freaking RPGs anymore. Like,
yeah, that is a big issue. I have so many RPGs in general, JRPGs, Western RPGs, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get a chance to play you.
yeah. I mean, they look amazing. It's just like they're time sinks.
Oh yeah, because these games, a lot of them are 80 plus hours.
Yeah.
It's just like I'd rather go through a game that I could beat in 10, 20 hours, or
Well, if
4
it's-
games that I could beat in 10, 20 hours.
If it's 80 hours for a normal person, it's probably 160 for me because you have to explore everything and
Oh, yeah.
open and read every little thing and yeah.
And you, it's a lot more
Hashtag
sprinting.
blind guy problems, right?
Yeah.
They cannot be reasoned with. They will not rest until
Well, it looks pretty cool. I'm liking the video so far.
like I said, I love that the CRPG style. It's great. It's supposed to be fantastic. If you guys are interested in games like that, there is a new game. I think it's called Tormentscape. If you guys know the old Planescape Torment game from back in the day, which is considered by many one of the greatest CRPGs, one of the best examples of that genre of game. There's a spiritual successor coming out, so you guys should check that out. I can get a link if you guys are interested. But that's another game. If you like that style of game, definitely look into. Okay, next. A lot of this is going to be me talking because I added everything on this list.
That's all right, man. That's all right. You're the newer addition to this whole deal, so we got to get you in there.
Here we go. Now I don't even know how to pronounce this game, but I think it's called Danganronpa.
Okay, sure.
Sugar Happy Havoc.
I bet you didn't fuck that up at all.
Sure. But if you are a big JRPG fan, speaking more about RPGs, this one was a huge game. This series has actually been a big game on PSP and the Vita game. Now, a lot of people, they don't want to invest in a mobile game just for that one series or two series that are on there. So this game recently came out to Steam. So if you're into JRPGs, this is apparently a new IP that's supposed to be fantastic. So it's not, Final Fantasy 27 or whatever, Dragon Quest 19, etc. It actually gives you some, a new perspective, a new gameplay.
It seems extremely anime to me.
It is. It's a JRPG. They're all extremely anime. The JRPGs are going to be like that. So I just want to put, like I said, there's a very few things that we actually had on this list that we could even pull out. I stretched a bit.
That's all right. That's all right.
The next one, this one is one that I am super excited about once I actually get my Nintendo 3DS out of storage. But Fire Emblem Fates. If you guys are Fire Emblem fans, I have been since the first one came out in America, back on the original Game Boy Advance. And I've actually played translated ones of the original games that were on the NES and the SNES over in Japan. It's an excellent series. It's less JRPG and more Final Fantasy Tactics style, where it's that turn-based tactics kind of thing. But it focuses not just on tactics, it focuses on player relations. You can actually get, the more your players fight together and stuff, the more the characters in your party fight together, they can actually build up relationships and you can learn more about the characters. And you can actually have characters get married and they'll have children which can join your party you can find in later. And this one does a lot of first. I think it's got the first gay marriage or gay relationship possibility in any Fire Emblems. And this game also actually had a lot of controversy with it because there was apparently, as Japan likes to do, there was some titillating content in there where you could actually awkwardly, I don't even consider this dirty, but you could go up and pet somebody's face. And apparently that was considered too dirty for America, so they took it out. And a lot of people raged about that because they thought it was really unnecessary censorship. And it wasn't even dirty. It was literally just going up and doing this to somebody's face or the top of their head or whatever. I mean, if you could do this to somebody, I can understand. But it wasn't that. I'm just going to keep doing this on camera just so you get that image in your head. You'll all have nightmares tonight. Anyway,
I would pet your face any day, Max.
That's not my face.
Oh,
wow. Awkward.
Oh man, that got me in trouble in Skyrim. Still can't find. You have a wife in Skyrim that you lost.
Who hasn't done that in Skyrim? I mean, come on.
I lost the really OP horse that you get from the Thieves Guild, and I'm super pissed because I accidentally got on another horse and reclaimed it as mine. So whenever I look for the horse, that's the one that comes now instead of the fancy horse I got. And he's somewhere like out by a cave.
That fucking sucks.
But yeah, he's gone forever. Unfortunately. And the last game on this list, which for some reason is on the next page, is Project X Zone 2. Now this game is I believe it's a fighting game? Oh god, that's terribly loud in my ears. But it's a fighting game crossing the Atlas people and Capcom. Basically had this, no, it's not a fighting game, it's a text-based RPG. And they actually combine characters from tons of their different IPs. So it's got Fire Emblem, all sorts of different Atlas characters from like the Shin Megami Tensei series and things like that. So if you like any of Capcom or Atlas's characters and stuff like that, this is a game you might be interested in.
Can I be that pussy guy from Dead Rising 3?
I don't think so, actually. They have Dante. I think that was the last one. One of the most recognizable. This is more of a Japanese game. I'm honestly surprised that they brought this over here because a lot of the characters aren't even released in Western releases.
Huh.
So it's a little confusing, but I'm excited that we're importing more things over. There's a lot of games that people just don't think will sell well, and it's exciting to see them at least increasing the tide of games that come over. Oh yeah, there's some Resident Evil characters right there. If you guys know Yakuza, which was another ridiculous Japanese game, they're in there as well.
Devil May Cry. Okay.
Devil May Cry, yep.
Does it have Mega Man?
Sakura Wars, Tekken.
How about Mega Man?
There he is.
Yes.
Serious.
Mega Man showed up. You got it.
Nice.
Dot Hack, which I didn't even know they still had the rights for. Strider, Shinobi,
Soul Calibur.
all sorts of stuff. Yep. Although they picked one from the worst Soul Calibur, in my opinion. Like I said, it's just if you like those kind of crossover games, especially since the fighting games are usually the ones that do that because you've had X-Men versus Marvel or X-Men versus Capcom, you've had Capcom versus Street Fighter, all sorts of stuff.
Well, look, even with Smash Brothers, right? You got Nintendo bringing in non-Nintendo IPs like Cloud.
They brought in Cloud recently. They have Ryu. They have Mewtwo again. Oh, that's really just a rehash of their old one. I think they brought another Fire Emblem character in there, if I remember correctly. I haven't actually been keeping up with the Smash Brothers recently, but it seems to be crossovers and companies' willingness to do crossovers, especially a company like Nintendo, who's usually, as we were saying earlier, very strict about their IPs.
Well, it'll just never go the other direction, right? Where
they're never going to give somebody out.
Non-Nintendo game, it just won't happen.
Even when they did Sonic versus Mario, that really crappy Olympic game, I think that was still all produced by them. Sega just gave them the rights to it.
I think they learned from doing the letting, what was it? Was it the 3
Philips
CDI.
Philips CDI. Which, in case you guys don't know what he's talking about, there is a Mario game and 3 Zelda games on the CDI. Little history, little background, especially since I've had
excuse me.
No, Excuse Me, Princess was actually from the TV show. That wasn't from the
right, but that was it was a 3D or I thought it was an exclusive to the.
No, that was a TV show that came out at the same time as Captain N, Game Master, which had Mega Man as a smoker. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it had this tiny Mega Man, like every other character was normal size, and Mega Man came up to like your knee, and he spoke like this, like he smoked through his entire life. It was the weirdest show. But anyway, going back to the Philips CDI thing. Originally, Nintendo was looking to make a CD console. They had partnered up with Philips, and then they decided to go with Sony. And then all of that got canceled. But with their initial partnership with Philips, Philips actually had in the contract the right to Nintendo IPs, mainly being Mario and Zelda. And they released what is widely considered the worst games, even
like Mario Hotel, I think was one of them.
Yeah, that's Mario Hotel, Zelda the one with Gamble on. I can't even remember the other ones. They're that bad. I have them somewhere. I don't actually touch them. I have them as collector's items, but and they're so bad. The animation looks like it was done in MS Paint by somebody on acid, and it's just
the gameplay's horrible. Like the Mario one, all you do is open doors and close doors.
Yeah, it's literally like a rip off of another like teaching game that they were producing, and they put Mario over it. And the Zelda one, in case you guys are underestimating how bad it is, they're literally one of them starts off with the castle being out of bread. That's the thrilling hook that sucks you into the game, is that they're out of bread in Hyrule Castle.
Okay.
Where's my motivation?
Yeah. They're so bad.
Yeah.
So Nintendo learned their lesson from that, and you probably, unfortunately, won't see Nintendo characters many others here. Although it would be awesome. I would love to see, especially something like when Capcom, I believe it was Capcom, took over and did Super Mario RPG, Legend of Seven Stars, which was one of the greatest RPGs of all time.
Well, let's not forget the...
It's okay.
Oh, let's not forget the other time when Nintendo licensed out their IP and we got that amazing movie. The Super Mario Brothers movie.
which literally I've watched interviews from them, and apparently they knew the movie was so bad while filming it that they refused to go on set unless they were like ridiculously drunk. Like literally they were all sitting there doing shots before scenes. That's how bad it was. I watched, if you guys John Wick was so go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's because it's Bob Hoskins. Come on, Bob Hoskins is like, I will drink all of you under the table. Guaranteed.
No, but all of them did it. It was funny. John Leguizamo, who played Luigi, if you guys don't know, he does stand up too, and one of my favorite parts of stand up, and he was doing this whole bit about how him and his girlfriend got into fights, and he would knew when he crossed a boundary because she would turn around and go, and Super Mario Brothers sucked. And that's the point where he knew to just stop fighting. She was about to go ape shit.
She was gonna go Super Saiyan.
She's gonna take her final form.
She really wants her chicken nuggets. That's the best.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we took from that. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I don't know. The Super Mario Brothers movie I found more funny than anything else. It wasn't.
It's one of those so bad it's good kind of
Yeah,
things.
exactly. Yeah.
It's your Sharknado and sci-fi
Think
bad
about-
movie.
okay, Mario is an Italian kind of sounding plumber guy, but then they had Bob Hoskins play Mario, and you're going, that is the most American motherfucker you could have ever come up with for that role. Like,
I don't know what they were thinking when they did that.
I don't know. They weren't.
And like the Goombas were like people, and it was just fucking weird.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing is even considering all that, they were in talks. I don't know whatever happened to this, but they were actually in talks with Netflix to produce and create a Zelda show. And that scared me so much. A live action Zelda show, nonetheless.
Yeah, no.
Not even the cartoon one. And I was just like, if they do that, if you guys
If they
don't know,
do that, the line, well, excuse me, better be somewhere in that movie. That's all I gotta say.
I am a Zelda fan, and I am so scared. They used to literally call me Zelda Boy. I had a track jacket, green like this, with a Triforce on the front and a giant golden Triforce on my back. I had the Hyrule Historia still in mint condition, first edition, in my storage facility. I have a Zelda keychain. Like, I was Zelda guy. So I am terrified. Oh, I'm a huge nerd. Are you kidding? One of my girlfriends almost threatened to break up with me because we went to a talent show once, and two people came out on trombones that played a Zelda melody, and I squealed like a little girl. She literally threatened to me. She's like, if you do that ever again, we're through. I don't want to be seen with that. I was like, I understand. That was pretty bad.
I just got this image of the guy, whoever they picked to play Zelda, just running around all the time, and anytime someone asks a question, go, huh. That's it.
I'm gonna smack you so hard right now. Zelda's the princess.
I know, that was the point. Since you sang your Zelda, there we go, I got him.
Just rock myself to sleep. Ignore everything.
No, okay.
Wait a minute,
okay.
Zelda's not the guy in green?
Wow.
Oh, my head.
Okay, so no, okay. I saw this picture on Facebook. There was this kid who dresses up as Link every Friday and goes to school dressed as Link every Friday, right?
Max?
And that's his deal. No, that's his deal. Every time they'll call his name for roll call, and he'll just go, huh, and that's all he does. That's the only thing he says all day. Yeah, he'll just go, huh, and that's it. Just like, that is fucking awesome. Okay, sorry.
Bet that kid doesn't get his ass kicked after school every freaking day.
You know what? He probably doesn't.
He's actually fighting, but
he probably doesn't, because he might have like a little wooden sword or some shit with him, and he may know how to use that motherfucker. You don't know.
He's like, his mom's like,
you're just like, where did you even hold that?
His mom hands him a switchblade on the way out the door. Take this. It's dangerous out there.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Oh goodness! All right, so I guess,
we went on the craziest tangent.
We did, but it's all right. It was part of the fun.
Oh, so yeah.
We have games that we have played, which the list just keeps going shorter, shorter.
Well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to play much. Usually, I can add on stuff to that list, but my situation, I haven't really been able to play a lot of.
Maxim's living situation has caused a bit of a hiccup there. My situation with my job, working 12, 14 hours a day, every fucking day, has ruined me on some of the gaming that I get to have. Killer's a blind
They just call
albino
me
who
the
has no
situation.
excuse, so...
Yeah, it's because they call me the situation. That's my situation.
You got to do that the sure lift up pose with it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the situation. Oh yeah, look at that whiteness.
Look, that white nip right there for y'all. That's gonna get us.
He's so white it comes through the black shirt, for fuck's sake. And
I'm really tempted to have you try to chroma key white out of cereal and just see if we can see him at all.
It's like I just smacked the white right out of him.
oh god,
that's what you're gonna do it.
that sounds interesting. We must try this.
So this is the experiment of the day, guys.
No, we don't quite lose all of him. Hang on, let's get right there, maybe. No.
You turn Hulk. You go Hulk.
Hold on, I gotta load up the.
Oh wait, hey, we get his hair and it does a little better. Oh wait, hang on, let's whoop, right there. Oh no, not quite. Oh goodness. We can have fun with this all fucking day long.
Good, honestly.
Wait,
I'm sure Shroom would get tired of us, but
quit moving your head. I'm gonna get the whites of his eyes. Oh, okay, that actually kind of took out part of his face. That's crazy. Oh dear God! No,
Like
you know what he looks like?
Coming up you, basically.
You know what he
That's
looks
what we're
like?
seeing over and over again.
It looks like the Hulk just jizzed all over Killer.
Or Slimer. Ah.
Oh dear God. Okay, that's enough of that. We'll quit that now. Wow.
All right, moving on.
Yes, please, for the love of God. Games that we have been playing. And first and foremost, because we're tired of talking about it, but it's going to happen every fucking week. Minecraft!
If you guys don't know what Minecraft is, what the fuck are you doing in this stream? Because honestly, we talk about it almost every week.
Right, exactly.
Everything is made of blocks.
Yep, it's
With the only limit.
It's
Wow.
Minecraft.
Papa says that Killer wouldn't have a ghost of a chance. Ah!
Wherever you want to go.
We'll give that one to him. You.
Put you down to the darkest caves.
Shots fired. Pew pew.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, we've been playing Minecraft. We've been playing on Arcatinker, which is a TGD mod pack that's been made. We've been doing, well, myself and Bucket have been building villages. I don't know if Bucket has any screenshots that he wants to throw down for that into the chat. I'll let you guys look at those at your desire there. Bucket's been killing more of the building than I have at this point, simply because I've been working so much. So, dude, kudos to you, because the buildings you're making are fucking awesome looking. I love it.
We filled one of them with a present for you. Well, it was filled with a present for you, and then I killed some of them by accident.
Oh, way to go.
You still have. We can make as many as we need. Don't worry.
Okay, gotcha. So then we've built a castle wall kind of around the area to help limit the amount of buildings we're going to go through. And then we're going to start building a castle up on top of the mountain, which means we're going to, take out part of the mountain and go from there. Not right this second. That's all right, buddy. No big deal. So, yeah, that's what we've been doing so far this week with that. There's been plenty of Minecraft happening.
Max and I have been
Serial
doing
and I have
magic.
been doing Thaumcraft up the ass because we have so many Thaumcraft add-ons in that pack. I think I've done that research game probably, no lie, over 300 times already. That's not an exaggeration.
Jesus.
Man, I have not done it much because I fucking hate that research game.
Yeah.
Like, with a passion.
And the sad part is, in the back of my mind, every time I do it, I'm just gonna just have to fucking do this again when we restart the server. Gonna fucking do it again.
Yeah, that's
I'm getting bitter at it.
I think we need to talk to Geagles about saving this server with this one on it so we can at least finish what we're doing. You know what I mean? Or finding a way to import those buildings into the new server, because holy fuck.
I don't think he's gonna want to do that because he doesn't like any of that old imported kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. We gotta figure something out because, I mean, look at how much time's put into just the village area alone. We haven't even got to the castle yet. The wall's not completed yet. You guys haven't finished your Thaumcraft shit yet.
We haven't finished our Thaumcraft. They're working on a giant addition to our AE system right now.
Right.
All sorts of stuff.
We're actually getting into this hardcore, and it's like, don't change the fucking shit yet. You do a server reset, I'm not going to want to go through this again.
Well, yeah, honestly, Trucker, Serial, and I were actually considering playing another pack for a while. Taking a break from it just to, still playing Arcatinker, but probably not as hard because we're going to have to reset a lot of this anyway.
Right, yeah.
And actually, ironically enough, I was looking into if I have the time I was actually considering making a 1.8 pack myself because I've seen. I want to do the new Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft 5 is 1.8 only.
Okay.
And there's some other really cool mods like the not untouchable, intangible, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Which is a really cool one about like pulling souls out of animals and using those souls and crafting and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Like you literally have to build like an altar and trap them in it, and it sucks their soul out.
Huh.
And
Like
I was watching a Direwolf Let's Play or a spotlight of it, and it looks really sweet. And I was like, I would love to have a more, especially since they're already talking about 1.9 might be coming out soon. I don't know how true that is because they're always a little iffy on that. But, I would love to update a pack, especially, and a lot of the mod authors are switching to 1.8 too. And it'd be good to have a pack in my name out there. I've never tried to do it. I know it's a pain in the butt, but, could be fun.
Well, you never know. Let's see. Like I said, I plan on trying to finish this damn village because it's one of those things where every time I get started in it, then shit happens and I can't fucking get it completed or whatever. So it's one of those things I have this. I want to get this shit done. I want to actually get one built and done and over with, and then now we're talking about we're gonna have to fucking redo the shit again, and I'm just like, come the fuck on.
Yeah, that's a one thing I wasn't super excited to play the beta pack because I knew that was going to happen several times, and I can understand why a lot of people have stayed away from it. And I know Geek wants us all to play it, but
right,
it's a little frustrating getting. Yeah, we got super into it, and it's just the knowledge that we're going to have to reset everything is a little frustrating.
Yeah, exactly. We get so far, we get most of the shit done. On the next epic fail, Max makes a Minecraft pack. Oh dear God.
Yeah, I'll probably be calling on you, Dizzy, and all that often.
Yeah,
I'll be going, hey guys.
What's Forge?
Yeah.
How does I Forge?
I removed the Minecraft mod from my pack, and now it's not working. Can somebody explain this to me?
Right, exactly. But no, I just I'm hoping with the next run through we'll be on it longer because I don't mind. Like if Bucket doesn't mind doing it all over again, then I'll get together with Bucket. We'll build another village and a big fucking wall and a castle and shit again. And then add power to it and go through all that. But the only thing...
Honestly, as far as builds go, I don't mind the idea of a restart. Our initial house was very small and we kind of built down, and I think we could design that whole thing better in the end.
Right.
With houses for it.
Well, I think what I would like to do is for us to build the castle first. And put everything in the fucking castle.
I think for some things like Thaumcraft and stuff like that, we should probably keep that separate.
Well, okay, that's fine. But I mean, our main living area is the castle. Build a huge and I gotta figure out if I want to just build one out of just randomness or if I want to like look up pictures of some actual real life castles and build one of those. Oh, you mind? Oh, well then I guess it's not gonna happen. So Bucket minds. No, I at one point built a replica of Rochester Castle, and it's a large fucking area. That motherfucker took like 175 by 175. To get done. And then I had a huge dining hall and shit that was all lavished out with paintings and suits of armor and all of that. And it's just, I would like to do something like that again in a castle, but...
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the builds, it would be cool to have a new build area to really set out a big area to start out with. So we're not like I said, we started our house and then we just kind of built into the ground, and I think that's the best setup.
Right.
And it's not the prettiest setup. It's, very underground. It's very casino-like. No windows, no nothing. You're just there.
Yeah, exactly.
People are telling me, like, it's made of this area. I'm like, I don't even know. I don't get to leave this room. I've been doing research all day.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, that's... I would like to get all that stuff done. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, let's see.
I'm right there with Mama, Papa. Right there with Mama.
Yeah,
I'm really not looking forward to what we said either.
Yeah, exactly. Me neither. I like things the way they're going. The pack's running nice and smooth. I say we just leave it the way it is, but I don't know.
Well, they do want to. There is mods that I do want them to update it, because there's mods they're going to add in, not world-breaking mods, but mods are going to add in that I think will make things like I told them to add in the statues mod by I think it's Ancient Maiden is the username. And that one it's like the headcrumb statues, except you don't need their head to build it. You can build a statue of them. You can make it out of any material, so you could literally make a redstone statue that actually produces a redstone signal and power stuff and things like that.
Oh, nice.
but you can entirely pose them. Like you can pose them any way you want and put things in their hands and stuff like that.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
So
Does that mean I could
that'll
build
be
like a block or a statue of Geek just out of like a stack of shit?
well on the if we had blocks that I don't think you could. I don't think we have actual like solid sludge or solid sewage.
Oh.
Because it has to be a solid block.
Fertilizer? Block of fertilizer.
You can
Well,
do
shit.
block fertilizer if that exists. But
Fertilizer's shit. It works.
on the first, well, not the first pack, on one of the packs we played, like before Ophida and everything like that, like when I started on the TGD, but pretty early on.
Yeah.
We actually had that mod in the pack, and we built. I think it was me and Dizzy. It was me, Dizzy, and somebody else. And we built a statue out in the front because I had that little green hula skirt on. So we made my legs go out, my arms go back, so it looked like I was a mermaid, and we put a sprinkle under it, so it was actually a mermaid fountain of me.
Wow.
It was
Here
great.
we go. There's one of them. So there's one of the ones that this is a house that is this the one Bucket did by himself, or is this one him and I? This is the one him and I worked on. He laid out the framing of it, and I kind of threw down a couple of different wood ideas for it, and then he just went from there. There's the brick shit house on the right hand side. It started off by, do you have toilets in here? I think so. And to, let's make a brick shit house. And then someone said, let's set it on fire. And that's the way that went. So,
It's a brick banana shit
And then we might have
house.
filled it
Yeah.
completely full of villagers at one point.
Yeah, and then killed them all.
It was.
It was DNS, yes, that was a wolf. Yes, there we go. We're absolutely right.
And then, what's this one here? There's another side of it, another edge of it there. I like the way this one came out.
No, that's a different
though.
house.
It is? It is a different house. Okay, that's right. It looks the same because the roof. I thought the roof
When you
was
get on the
same.
server, that's the house your presence in.
Oh, okay.
you're
This
an
is the one that, and I think this is the one that Bucket did on his own. No, it's not. It's that one back there with the silver roof. This is another one him and I both worked on, I guess. Yeah, because I laid down the roof like this, and he decided to put the stairs into it, and I thought that looked pretty badass. So yeah, I mean, this is what we've been building. These kinds of things.
He's got another one.
I know. I see that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. These are the two shacks that you would see at the furthest part away from the castle. As you go further away from the castle, it gets lower and lower level as far as your class would be. So you would simply just have a wooden shack. And
Except to me, those just look like giant L-shaped Tetris pieces with the roofs on them.
kind of, yeah. That's kind of the idea. It's actually, this one's a T shape. This one over here is a T shape. He built this.
Oh,
as a
I
T.
can't see the other side. Okay.
Yeah, you can't see the other side. This one's more of an
I
L
just want
shape.
to drop a Tetronimo in the center.
Yeah. The one I built there to the right with pine is more of an L shape. This is the house that he built on his own. I only got to see pictures of it until I got online yesterday. And dude, fucking amazing. Look at it. Look at the multi-level roofing that he did with this shit here. Enderium blocks for a little bit of visual effects. I mean, yeah, fucking awesome build.
Oh yeah, Trucker and I were trolling him when he was building it with our the portable holes.
Right.
We would just like hit it with the wand and make half the building disappear.
Oh, Jesus. And then back here you can see there's part of the wall that we built. I think Bucket, if we do another one, and we actually have to do this on the next one, we'll build the wall around the castle this time and leave the village out in the open. Because building that big of a fucking wall is just a hassle.
I told you there's these really cool things called fillers, you know.
It is, yeah.
I know that, but I just mean the fact of having to figure out where the wall's gonna go and all of that shit is just a hassle. Oh wait, he's got another
Fair
one.
enough.
Got another one here. Let's see what this one is.
I think he's taking them on the fly in the server.
Oh, that's the same one. Way to go, Bucket. You fucked up.
You done
Yeah,
fucked
that's the
up.
exact same one.
That's okay. We need to move on anyways. So, continuing on with games that we have played, no surprise at all. Last Sunday, for the TGD game night, we did Need for Speed Most Wanted, and not the good one.
The one that everybody didn't like.
Yeah, the one that nobody really likes. It's okay. It was alright.
I mean, it's not a bad game, but just
I don't like the
especially giving it that
driving
name.
at all.
Yeah, the driving is kind of shit.
I haven't actually gotten to try it on a controller yet. Since my USB thing was all broken.
Yeah. That's the most Criterion games I've seen where they've redone a game have ended up shit.
Fair enough. I would agree.
And now, I mean, if they've ever any game that they've come up with themselves hasn't been bad, but anytime they try and redo a franchise like that, they ruin it. I don't know what the fuck it is that they're thinking when they do that.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, this game to me, for Need for Speed, is like what Burnout Paradise was for the Burnout series.
Yeah.
You know, it was that open world weirdness, and it's. I love Burnout. I love Burnout 3. I love Burnout 2. I love Burnout. What was it?
Revenge, the best one.
Yeah, that was my. I still have that disc somewhere. Like I think I sold all my other original Xbox games. I have that disc still sitting around somewhere. But I love that game, and it's as soon as you try to make it open world, you change the formula too much, and it just doesn't work. They're holding on to some of the old stuff and still trying to make it new, and it just doesn't flesh together well.
No, definitely not. And then, sorry, I'm gonna cut that short though. But the next one, mainly a game I've been playing. Not so much Max or Killer. Killer hates this game, even though he doesn't. Even though he doesn't have to back anything up in this game, he still hates it.
Me too.
Is American Truck Simulator. They're now introducing
American beep 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 simulator.
Anyways,
There you go.
they've now introduced the Kenworth W900 as a new truck that you can drive, which is a rather massive fucking truck.
Is it actually called a Kenworth? Because
Yes.
I know they were doing this whole thing where they didn't really have the actual truck names in there at first.
No,
They hadn't
they
settled
did.
the licensing and stuff.
No, they did. They had Peterbilt, and then they had another Kenworth type. Those were the only two they had the licensing for out of the gate. They've got the license for the Kenworth W900 now, as you're seeing in the video there. And they're working on that. That's why they're doing those as updates later, because they're trying. These companies are not quick about getting back to you when it comes to that shit. So you gotta really pull tooth and nail for that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this truck is a massive truck. The W900's always been massive. It has been meant for the heavy, unbelievable loads that most people would never want to even think about.
I bet
And
that
it's-
had the unbelievable load that you don't want to think about.
I'm sure. So, you know, I've been playing it. I enjoy the hell out of the game. I haven't got real far into it due to work getting in the way constantly.
So when are they going to add garbage trucks so you can come home and just do what you do at work?
Hopefully never, because that's the last thing I need to do right now. And if I get to a point where I can run my routes and be done in 6 hours, and then I won't mind coming home and playing a little garbage simulator. Just so I can sit there and be like on stream, like, look guys, this is what I do for a living. And then after about half an hour of doing that, go back to something else. I could do that.
Like, this sucks just as much as it does when I do it IRL.
No, it sucks worse than IRL, because the difference is in the game, the cars all stay in their lane and they move over, and there's not that many cars. Whereas in real life, I gotta worry about the idiots who are in the cars who don't know that they're driving around a trash truck, and the idiots who are walking in front of a trash truck that's already moving.
Yeah.
Or behind the trash truck that's already moving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. People are not smart about that kind of thing.
no, they are not in the least little bit.
Can I add one more thing?
Absolutely.
Is
What's
it
up?
possible?
What's up?
Because it's an article that just came out today, and it goes back to my Zelda nerdiness, and Zombie will like it. One of our viewers specifically will like it. I'll put the little link right here. But they are releasing Twilight Princess as an HD remake for the Wii U, excitedly, and they just released a side-by-side comparison of the game, and it looks a lot sharper, and I'm really excited. This and Wind Waker, I don't actually own a Wii U yet, but as soon as these are the reasons I'm getting one. Like, nothing else looks that interesting, except for maybe, like, Splatoon. But this will definitely make me go for it.
And Mario Maker, man.
Mario Maker, I would have some fun with that, but honestly, it feels a little too safe. It's a little too... We've done what we can with these fucking tools. Just you take this and run with it. We're done.
Yeah, like, I think, like, the size of the levels you can make and stuff are a little bit limited, and...
But it's very exciting to see the new game coming out. It looks a lot sharper. It's got enhanced lighting, all sorts of new graphic effects and stuff like that. And that wasn't a happy sigh. I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Alright, so I think that's pretty well everything. Wolfles was trying to post a link. There it is. Garbage Truck Simulator. What the fuck?
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course. Oh, Recycle. I already have that game, Wolfles. I literally have that game. I do play that. So anyways, I don't have anything else, really. We've actually gone over our normal 2-hour run, which is fine by me. I mean, we were able to stretch that. That works. That's good.
Considering we were scrambling,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah, it was not bad at all. Max, you got anything else you need to add, buddy? Or
No, I had the
no?
Zelda
Killer?
article. That's about it.
Nope.
No? Alright. So we're going to put it on the ending screen. We'll let the music play out. You guys could jam out to a bit of an Orisian remix. And, gee, what a surprise. I know, Waffles, right? And we will see you guys next Sunday. It will be 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tonight, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 hours from right now, we will be doing TGD Game Night. It will either be Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, or Most Wanted. Don't know which. Don't give a shit which. It should be fun either way.
I think it's going to be Hot Pursuit. Everybody
probably.
Yeah, I'm
was
pretty
saying
sure.
that earlier.
Yeah, probably. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all tonight or next week. If you have anything that you would like to add in, hit us up on Twitter. It's at mindless_banter without the E. Same thing with the Gmail, mindlessbanter without the E at gmail.com. And we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye!
Toodles!